Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutri Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami. Hare Krishna. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine. Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Desatarine. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So thank you very much for joining. Happy New Year to you all, and it's a honor to be with you all in the Bhagavad Gita class on the first day of the new year. So we have very interesting shloka and very famous shloka today to start the year with. This shloka is very good. So let us chant the shloka. It's chapter 3, Karma Yoga, and verse number 27. Prakrute kriyamanani
Prakriti kriyamanani
gunai karmani sarvasha
gunai karmani sarvashah
ahankar vibhudatma
ahankara vimudatma
kartaham iti manyate.
karta aham iti manyate.
Prakrute kriyamanani
प्रकृते क्रियमाणानि
gunai karmani sarvashah
गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः
ahankar vimudhatma
अहंकार विमूढ़ात्मा
kartaham iti manyate.
कर्ताहम् इति मन्यते.
कर्तव्ये
Okay, please chant the shloka.
प्रकृते क्रियमाणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा कर्ताहमिति मन्यते
प्रकृते क्रियमाणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः अहंकार विमूढ़ात्मा कर्ताहम् इति मन्यते.
Prakriti kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvashah ahankara vimudatma karta aham iti manyate.
प्रकृते क्रियमाणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा कर्ताहम् इति मन्यते.
Anyone else? Okay, fantastic. So let's see translation and purport. The spirit soul, bewildered by the influence of false ego, thinks himself the doer of the activities that are in actuality carried out by the three modes of material nature. Purport. Two persons, one in Krishna consciousness, the other in material consciousness, working on the same level, may appear to be working on the same platform, but there is wide gulf of difference in their respective positions. The person in material consciousness is convinced by false ego that he is the doer of everything. He does not know that the mechanism of body is produced by material nature, which works under the supervision of Supreme Lord. The materialistic person has no knowledge that ultimately he is under the control of Krishna. The person in false ego takes all credit of doing everything independently, and that is the symptom of his nescience. He does not know that this gross and subtle body is the creation of material nature under the order of Supreme Personality of Godhead, and as such, his bodily and mental activities should be engaged in the service of Krishna in Krishna consciousness. The ignorant man forgets that Supreme Personality of God is known as Rishikesh, or the master of the senses of the material body. For due to his long misuse of his senses in sense gratification, he is factually bewildered by false ego, which makes him forget his eternal relationship with Krishna. So, this shloka is like previous few shlokas. Krishna explained, Krishna, after giving his example that he does not need anything, but still he is doing his prescribed duties. Then Krishna told Arjuna that Janak Maharaj example, and then he said the person who is in learned person or person in knowledge, he should also do his dharma or karma, and he should not disturb the people who are attached to their results and who are doing the karma. But he should engage them in all sort of activities to elevate them, their consciousness. So here, Krishna, I think this and next two slokas, Krishna will give the how to understand the difference. What is the difference between these two people? One who is working in Krishna consciousness or spiritual consciousness, and one who is working in under sense gratification in materialistic consciousness. So, what is the difference between them? So, this is one of the difference. The ahankara vimudatma kartaham iti manyase. So, a person who is not in knowledge, he thinks that he is the doer of all the activities, and that is his ahankar. Why he acts like this? Because of his ahankar or ego. The person starts thinking that I am the doer. How he thinks it? Uh, he says the whatever the results are coming because of me. So that is the mood, or that is the way a person attached without knowledge does the activities, and these are entangling activities. So here I am this shloka. So how Krishna be previously explained how a person can be self-satisfied, self-situated, be happy within himself. Then he has no prescribed duty. So how this can be done? How a person can reach that state? So this shloka gives one of the hint that a person, if we want to be happy, if we want to release from the entanglement, then we have to uh, think of the shloka that I am not the doer. When we think we are the doer, we get the results, be good or bad. You become the cause of the result or the action. So you have to suffer or enjoy. So the example is okay, like we have this class now, right? Every day 9:30 we decided the time. So okay, I am if I say I want to discuss with you all, and you also say okay, we also want to discuss with you also, let us meet at 9:30. So every day 9:30, if we think that only we are the cause of this discussion, that's a wrong understanding. That's not a proper knowledge. Okay, maybe I am speaking, you are hearing, or you are speaking, I am listening. But that is not the only cause of this discussion or this conversation. There are many causes in this, right? So this laptop is there, somebody using their phone, then the internet is there. Through the internet, then Zoom application is there, the YouTube application is there. And then somebody is creating the link, and then it is connected. Uh, and then also, even after connection, if there is issue in say the laptop and the mic is not working, whatever I speak cannot reach. Or same in your case, if you are speaking, the mic is not working, I cannot hear. Okay, if mic is working, maybe the speaker is not working, I may not hear. Right? So there are so many combinations, or there are so many factors involved in this conversation. So if a person in knowledge will understand, oh, so this conversation is happening because all this thing is working properly. So the conversation is happening. The result is conversation. So if I or anyone of us thinks we are the cause of this discussion, then that is not complete knowledge. Of course, the doer is also one of the factor in any action. So Krishna tells in 18th chapter, 14 shloka, right, 14 or 15 shloka, there are five factors in the action, right? The body, the doer, the knowledge, endeavor, and the super soul. So these are the five factors of any action that we do. So if we start thinking that I am the cause of this action, then this way of thinking is uh, Vimudhatma, a bewildered person. So, who is the bewildered person? The person who does not have proper knowledge is bewildered. So he can think the way he want. It is correct or wrong. He don't know. He just start. Oh, I think like this, so it is like this. So this is a shloka which gives us the starting point that whatever actions we do, we should always understand that apart from me or myself, there are many other factors which make this action happen. And then automatically we will understand that I myself alone cannot do anything. And this understanding of real, this is real understanding that I alone cannot do anything, and I depend on so many factors for my action. So this will give us a platform or this will give us a platform on which we will start getting detached from the action and its result. So when I think that I am the only real cause of this action, then we get attached to it, and then it's not good if we are always thinking of from like I am the cause of everything. It's not knowledge. That's ignorance. So this is the difference between a person who is in knowledge and doing action and a person who is not in knowledge or who is in ignorance and doing action. So the person in knowledge knows that he is not the doer, and person not in knowledge, he thinks that, oh, I am the only doer. And this is from ahankar. So to overcome the ahankar, this is the starting point. So I gave the example of class, but if any action you can think of, uh, there will be always five factors will be involved. So we all can just observe our actions and the factors involved in it. This will give us humility. This gives us knowledge, and wherever there is knowledge there is goodness, and from the goodness this because goodness is supportive to the bhakti or the spiritual practice. So though bhakti we don't in doing the bhakti is beyond the modes, but still and it does not require goodness, passion or ignorance. It can be done in any mode, but still a person in good consciousness or good mode of goodness can do better bhakti because he is from the knowledge, from the mode of goodness comes knowledge, Krishna tells in 14th chapter. So goodness will give knowledge, and knowledge will help us to understand the nature of this material world. So Krishna is telling Arjuna that don't think that you will be the result or you will the cause of the war, or you will be the cause of the result of the war, or killing your um, relatives and friends. You are not the only cause, there are other cause also. So you should do your prescribed duty. So tomorrow shloka also I think there will be how this person who is in knowledge thinks. Uh, so that will be also tomorrow the shloka. We'll see how there is more deeper understanding of how this person who is not attached uh, does the action and how he thinks and what is the difference between these two people. So that we'll see tomorrow. Hare Krishna. So it's a good start, I think. And it's a good thing to meditate throughout the year, starting from today. Thank you very much. Any comments? Any points? Reflections?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, you were mentioning about the 5 factors. Can you explain a little bit about it?
Yeah, so what we can do, we can go to that shloka. It's in
I
the
think
18th,
it's
18th,
18.14.
yeah, 18th chapter, 14 words, this verse. Adhishtanam tatha karta karanam cha पृथक् विधम विविधाश्च पृथक् चेष्टा दैवम च matra panchamam. So the 5 factors are the place, means the body. Adhishtanam is the body, the performer, karta is the doer. uh, uh, Karanam cha. So instruments, or what are the instruments? Like our senses through which we do the action. Putik vidham and cheshta. Putik vidham cheshta, different endeavors, or how we say, trials or endeavors. Daurya in Japanese we say. And Daivam, here, Daivam. So there is involvement of the Daivam in all the uh, actions. So that is the supreme. So these are the 5 factors which result in any action. Right. So if we only think the performer is the doer, what we are saying, ahankar vimudatma, karta hamiti manyase. So here karta is word, is it? Karta. So the karta is only one part of the action. Right. There are other 4 aspects of the, or the factors which result in the action. So now ahankar vimudatma karta hamiti manyate. So if we think that this karta is the only cause of any action, then that is ignorance. And that is coming from our false ego or ahankar, that I am doer. So these are the 5 factors actually. And any action we see, we can identify these 5 factors if we clearly observe our actions. Because for every action, when how the super soul is involved, the super soul is, so Krishna says, right, I think in chapter 15, that he is the permitter of all the actions. So he gives the permission. What does it mean by permission? So if I don't want to do good activity, I want to do bad activity, that is my desire. Then from inside, we get some conviction that okay, even if bad activity, I want to do that bad activity. Right? So the soul, so super soul agrees to our desires because we have the free will. So the super soul or the soul can tell us this is not good activity, don't do. But if we insist, oh, I want to do, then he agrees. So ultimately he sanctions. And endeavors are what we do. With endeavors we do with the help of senses using our body. So body is just a machine in which we are sitting, the doer is sitting, he is using this body, he is using the parts of the body, and he is using the strength or the power in the body, and ultimately the super soul is observing what is happening. So I think these are the 5 factors of action.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much. Understood very well.
Yeah. So we should not think that I can do anything. If something good happens, we immediately think, oh, I have done this. And we try to explain to everyone, oh, see, I have done this thing, I have done this thing. But that's ignorance. So the Guru Maharaj says, one thing everybody of us can keep in mind, like, if I think I am the doer, I am, and I start taking credit of my actions. And if we are taking the wrong credit of any action or any result, then we will be punished or we will be accused for those wrong credits in the future. So don't take anybody's credit. That if you have not done anything, never say I have done it. Try to avoid that. Otherwise, you will have to be punished by the laws. So in all the actions, if 5 factors are involved, how we can say that I have done anything? I have done not anything. So that's the basics which keep us grounded in all our activities. Okay, thank you very much. So let's see tomorrow how this person acts, this person thinks. That we'll see tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank you.